You are listening to The Vocal Technologist. Spoken tech for your ears.
Welcome back to Vocal Technologist. Today, we're jumping right into the thick of it, the absolute latest in AI from just this past July 2025.
Yep, we've sifted through the noise.
Exactly. We're pulling out the key stuff, the surprising bits, so you really know what's going on at the cutting edge.
And more than just what, we're digging into the why. Why these moves, these models, actually matter in the grand scheme of things.
Okay, let's get started. First up, there's a fascinating story about an acquisition that didn't happen. OpenAI tried to buy Windsurf for $3 billion.
Right, that was the rumor.
Yeah.
But it fell through.
But then, and this is the kicker, Google DeepMind just waltzes in, hires Windsurf's CEO Varun Mohan, the co-founder Douglas Chen, key researchers, the lot.
And gets a non-exclusive license to their AI coding tech.
So what's the real play here, for Google, I mean? And what happens to Windsurf now, losing its core team?
Well, for Google, it looks like a very aggressive push into AI-assisted coding. They see it as crucial. It's not just grabbing talent, it's a strategic statement.
Makes sense.
For Windsurf, yeah, that's a lot of uncertainty, even if their tech is still out there. But this isn't happening in a vacuum, is it?
No way! Look at Apple. They're apparently seriously considering buying Mistral, the French AI company.
Europe's biggest now. Known for language models, OCR.
Yeah, impressive stuff, so Apple might scoop them up.
And that connects really to Meta buying Play AI recently. The startup with those superhuman-sounding AI voices.
Ah, right, for their AI companions and wearable stuff.
Exactly. It shows this race for better, more natural interaction is heating up across the board.
Okay, let's switch to the models themselves. Competition is fierce. Moonshot AI, Chinese startup, they dropped Kimi K2. Open source, 1 trillion parameters.
A trillion. That's massive for open source.
And reports say it actually holds its own against proprietary giants like GPT-4 on complex agentic tasks, planning, executing steps.
Stuff like managing a project automatically, yeah?
Plus, they have this novel Muon-Clip optimizer. Apparently, it stops training runs from crashing. That could save, millions.
That stability factor is huge. It could genuinely change the economics of training these massive models. Yeah. A potential game changer for open source.
But on the other side of the coin, OpenAI's own big open model, delayed, again, indefinitely.
Yeah, further safety testing is the official line. It really highlights that constant push-pull, doesn't it? Speed versus safety.
Always the balancing act.
Yeah.
And briefly, xAI launched Grok 4 back on July 9th. We're hearing whispers about behavioral risks, cultural concerns.
There are definitely some flags being raised.
But SpaceX is reportedly pouring $2 billion into xAI, so they're serious. And the premium version, Grok 4 Heavy, there's something about its system prompt.
Right. It's specifically built so you can't easily get it to reveal its core instructions as a system prompt. It's about control, keeping the AI's intended behavior locked down.
Interesting. Okay, moving deeper now, beyond the market moves. Reinforcement learning, RL, seems like that's really bubbling up right now. Scaling up RL is all the rage, is what we hear.
It really is. RL, done right, is potentially more powerful, more responsive to feedback than just supervised fine-tuning. There's this feeling of, untapped potential.
People are talking about an upcoming GPT-3 moment for RL. I love that analogy, like how just scaling up GPT-3 suddenly unlocked all these abilities nobody explicitly trained it for.
Precisely. And right now, RL is kind of stuck in that older phase, that pre-GPT paradigm. It doesn't generalize well. Train it on one thing, it often fails badly on something slightly different.
Like the robot walking on a flat floor versus stairs example.
Exactly, that kind of brittleness. So the big shift, the exciting part, is this move towards massive scale training RL models across thousands of diverse environments.
Thousands, wow. The idea is to make them truly adaptable.
That's the goal. Highly adaptable RL models, dwarfing what we have now. And speaking of making things work better in the real world, asynchronous inference, how does that fit?
Yeah, good point.
It's basically a technique for robotics. It separates predicting the next action from actually executing it. Reduces the robot just sitting there, waiting. Idle time goes down.
So smoother, more responsive robots in practice.
You got it. It makes them more efficient, more capable in messy, real-world situations. It all ties back to making AI, especially embodied AI-like robots, more adaptable and useful outside the lab.
So yeah, quite a snapshot. Acquisitions, big model drops, delays, and this deep push in RL. Things are moving fast.
Incredibly fast. And amidst all this tech, there's also that growing focus on the human side. Pat Gelsinger, former Intel CEO. He's launched Flourishing AI, or FAI.
Right, with glue. What's the aim there?
It's about creating actual benchmarks, tools to measure how well AI models align with human values, trying to move beyond just talking about ethics to quantifying it.
Measuring alignment. That's crucial.
It really is. Which brings us to a final thought for everyone listening.
Given how fast AI is evolving and this push for alignment, what role do you think our human values should play in steering where these incredibly powerful systems go next? Something to chew on.
Spoken Tech for your ears.